Hey YouTube, what's up? JT Sasuke again. I am making my new review for Bleach chapter 551. So to start this chapter out, we basically have Captain Hitsugaya. And just like I said in the last video, Captain Hitsugaya getting whooped. It's really just elaborating on Captain Hitsugaya getting his ass whooped. This is what this whole chapter is about. Captain Hitsugaya is sitting there and he's trying to fight back, but it's not working. He ends up actually, because he's all beat up, stabbed, cut up, bloody, bleeding out of his mouth for a little bit, and I don't know where Masamoto is. She's just gone. She's probably somewhere just eating ramen or something. But he's sitting there by himself, fighting, getting his ass whooped. And what he does is he does this one attack, and he basically just creates a mist. And the Stern Ritter is just like, really? A mist? Come on now, fuck out of here. And yells Fire Stomp or Heat Stomp or whatever. And basically just a whole bunch of flames just disperse into mist. And he's sitting there right in front of him, and the Stern Ritter is just like, really? Nigga, you couldn't have ran or anything? And I thought to myself, I would have used that time to come up with some type of strategy to take him down or to destroy him. And that didn't happen. He said, yeah, I didn't have time to think of a strategy. But he thought to himself, I did have time to set up a trap. He ended up putting the Stern Ritter right in the middle of a 5-point, which I'm thinking is a 5-point explosion keto thing. And it explodes, but then the Stern Ritter just releases fire and disperses what I believe is a keto spell. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck? How is he this powerful? And this is a really powerful Stern Ritter. He's just H, so he's pretty high up there. But I'm thinking to myself, Captain Hitsugaya, you gotta be stronger than this. And so Captain Hitsugaya throws some more ice at him, and you know, he just melts it and just like, seriously, how many times do I have to tell you? No, yeah, he throws some more ice at him. But then, actually, when the thing blew up, it was ice. And he said, how many times do I have to tell you? Your ice cannot stop me. I can use one finger to melt it. Do you want to get on my bad side and have me use 2 fingers? All of a sudden, he uses 2 fingers and shoots some fire at him. Or cuts him with like a flame sword. And basically the flames just break his Shikai, or his regular sword I should say. It breaks his sword and it cuts him, like right here. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, come on. Like really, yeah, you got your Bankai stolen, but you've been training to be better without your Bankai. You know, I think that's the whole point of you training. Is so that way you can overcome opponents like this. So I'm like, the fuck, you know? All that training was what, for nothing? Just for the prop, just for show? So, and then the Stern Ritter that stole him Bankai just comes out of nowhere and just like, I thought the agreement was to leave the captains to the Stern Ritter that stole their Bankais. Now Captain Hitsugaya is on the floor dying and he's just like, shall I deliver the final blow? Now, as he's delivering the final blow, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, okay. Now, as he's sitting there about to deliver the final blow, I'm like, okay, so I wonder what he's going to do. I don't really remember his powers. But then after that, I'm just thinking to myself, okay, so Captain Hitsugaya is really about to die. Which is really sad because if you think about it, he's a pretty good captain. And so I don't know why TJ Kubo really doesn't elaborate on his skills. Maybe he was just outclassed, which it seems like he was, which means he's that powerful. They've gotten more powerful over like the 7-day time period that they've been away. Well, then we cut over to the Captain Commander's base. Now what happens is the Vice Captain, the head Vice Captain, he's sitting there, she's sitting there, and she creates a keto that will allow anything that a Quincy can do to be non-void for a short period of time. She created a keto, and that's one of the reasons she was appointed. as vice captain. She stated that that reason alone is the reason why she was appointed. And Kuryaku went on to try and say that no, there's more reasons, but she was just like, Captain Commander, shut up. We don't have time for this. So she basically explained, what it is and what it does to him. And he was impressed. He was very impressed because this is Storm Riddle number 2, or should I say B, because it goes from A to Z. This is Storm Riddle number B, and he's pretty impressed. So he's sitting there and just like, okay, well, can any other captain use them? He was like, no. She was like, no. All of a sudden, you just see him just brush out random spiritual pressure and breaks that barrier, breaks the keto, and I'm just like, what? And I didn't look back at it because I was too excited, but I knew what happened. And I'm just like, okay, so what the hell just happened? I mean, did he raise the spiritual pressure and then broke or what? And he said that you should have really told the other captains how to use that. So that way, it was. I think he said so that way it wouldn't be as weak. I'm believing, but she said that, and it seems like it's really gonna get rid of the Captain Commander and the Captain Commander's office. What I really want to know is Kuryaku gonna go fight this guy? If so, is he gonna go all out? Because I really feel like he should. I feel like Kuryaku might be the most powerful person in the Soul Society right now, aside from Kenpachi, because Kuryaku has fought many battles, but not once have we ever seen him Bankai. We've seen just about every Captain Bankai but his, which means that he must be pretty freaking powerful if he doesn't need his Bankai to come out. Same thing with Ukitake, but he's not a Captain Commander, so no one cares. But that's it. That's the chapter. That's my review for this week. Comment, rate, subscribe, please, and I will see you guys next week.